Welcome to Ken Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Moran. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Gonna swing it on second down. Plucks it out of the air. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Parker. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
To the air, it's Swan. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's chat about App State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He breaks a tackle. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like, in the first carry, you put it on the deck. Like, that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Swan. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. That last drive and the turnover. The ball pops out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Swan. The quick out. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Moran. Pocket breaking down. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense. First
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Swan. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Swan. This time he's got him. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, App State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got...
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Special teams proving to be special. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running to Green. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Mountaineers in the hurry up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Scanning the field, it's Swan. Forced out of the pocket. Pulls it in, it's Barnes. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Porter. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
To the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's Roberts. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Coming out with it, it's Savage. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Williamson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to pass. It's Moran. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The option look. Now the toss. Got enough for the first down. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it, using his legs to buy some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Dropping back, it's Swan. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Swan. Using the quick game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Dozier. And he's brought down after a nice game. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. That brings him to within 1. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air. It's Swan. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Dozier. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hamlet.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This time they'll go to the running game. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Wide open spaces. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Gives it on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. The Mountaineers will have a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wants to throw. It's Singleton. The screen. He's got wheels. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
White 94 slider choice. White 29. White 29.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Lets it fly. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They want to throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
That keeps the score at State 32, Jacksonville State 21.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Quick pass on the jet motion. Plows through the defense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Line getting set on 2nd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hauls it in down the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gamecocks are on the move.
For the offense.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lawson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good after the miss. Still an 11-point game, guys.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Offense gets set for second down. He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man, it's Moran. Right on the money. Open space at the 25. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this.
Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. The snap sets up to throw. Rushes on him. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Going to look downfield again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's Moran. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williamson. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Moving out of the pocket. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your...
Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense when you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Pressure coming. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. And he got it! A little bit of redemption after those early misses, and he's the hero with the game winner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations.